Good afternoon, guys. It's 4:15 or 4:18 p.m. Today is Wednesday, September 1st, first day of the month, and we had a choppy month starting, So for ES, there was only one trade, ideally, of the open, and then there was supposed to be no trade. So I didn't trade at all these things pretty much. None of the equities I touched today. I put that message in Discord that I'm not going to touch it. But this one was a good long. I was busy in crude and gold and natural gas, so I did not take this one, or even I didn't bother to look at any of the equities today, in the morning. So but this was a good long that I typed it in Discord later on, maybe around 9:54 or so. But this was a good long, right of the open from this area, right here, bold area, right? This one, it was little bit ahead of it, but the way it came down, it was exhausted straight into bold support, right? That's the first thing. Momentum above zero line, right? Yes, area was trending down, but it's a bullish market. It is holding around or above zero line here. See that when it tested it first time. So yesterday it was not the case, right? But today it is still in the positive territory, right? And momentum above zero line. So you go long right there, and then you hold your trade, right? But the moment you take the long here, you have to think about two things. In the pre-market, it says, so now let me open the pre-market first, right? So I started today early, right, explaining all these things. But in the pre-market it says ideally 2850 and 3450, right? And then this and this are important, correct? And then here I am saying if yesterday's bias are there, then I want them to hold above 3450 preferably, right? And 2850 as a backup, right? So based on that idea, when you take this long here, you have to realize that now it is trading below both the preferred and backup level. That means sellers are there. This would be only reactionary long. You cannot hold for a moon. So with that in mind, when you take this trade, your exit should be around 28 or 31, pretty much, 34 you can't expect now because of this flush down. So 28 or 31, that's the max you can ask for it at that point in time, at the time of the entry, and then if situation changes, then you can hold for more, but in this case, when it hits, let's say 31 or 28 here, right, did AD move a little bit like this? No, right? It's still hanging around and the price already moved up, so it's a divergence. See that price is making higher high and this damn thing is still low, so you bail out. Simple. You can even short, with the flow. You can even short with this 31 area right here, but since it held this area, right, straight exhaustion, you don't want to immediately short. You just want to wait and see what's going on, and then suddenly it just came down, right? Now what? Now it's still technically a support, but you can't buy it again because it's a second time, right? So you can't do anything unless price balance it here, goes down, come back up. You can take a pullback short, but that was not the case. Again it reversed back up, right? And then it started chopping around. While momentum was to the positive side, right, that was suggesting, hey, price wants to move higher. That means buyers are in control. That is the read. But you don't have a location edge to go long here now, so you can't just go long in the middle because of this divergence is still there, right? And then NQ was balancing, and at this point onwards I said, you know what, I don't want to trade equities today because of these things. Screwed up day. So I did not bother to look at these things, but in Discord I typed it, if you are long, stay long, favor longs, but don't do shorts, right? And then when price was moving like this up to here, somewhere around this time, I typed in Discord, somebody asked a question, why not trade it today, right? So I said I don't want to trade it today for two reasons. One, it's the day is screwed up. Second, I can feel that or sense there is a possibility for a down move later in the day. That is a clear statement I said in Discord. By just looking at this price, right, I didn't want to go with this low buyers, you know. So buyers were strong here based on this, right? But the way price was moving, I had a feeling that these are the poor buyers who are trying to keep up the market, but later on a possibility of strong flush down move may come and all this guy will be in trouble, you know, because they are stepping up slowly, struggling hard kind of buyers, you know, barely they are moving, able to move the price. So they are looking for a moon here, so that's why they are keep adding the contracts here, you know, keep buying, right? And then, but then I had a feeling that that down move may come, it can flush out all these little buyers, and this is what exactly happened. So I did not trade it, but when this happened, right, sudden flush down. So since because of this entire structure was here, right, I had an auto order at 30.25. That was the level I gave it almost here. That price if I pulls back here, we can try long, you know. I don't want to try in the middle, but after this breakout I can try. But I still have that feeling of a strong flush down. So when price flush down up to here, I tried it. But I immediately sense it something is wrong by looking at NQ at that time, right? So I immediately move my stop to 30. My long was 30.25, my stop was 30. Only one tick. That's it. So then I got bailed out immediately, you know, I got stopped out. Fine. At that point I knew that strong that down feeling may come true and price may now go towards the low of the day. That is what I typed in Discord, right? And then I was open to trade equities at that point onwards. So I just skipped entire this day and I only traded these things, right? But I can't do, because the way price was moving fast, I can't focus on both ES and NQ. So I choose to trade NQ, shorts and long both I did actually. But yes, this was a short opportunity right there, you know. Once this is out, first hour high, failed breakout, right? It's like first hour high, this is the high, price traded above it, couldn't hold it, break down below VWAP mid and first hour high, pull back to VWAP and mid. This was the trade right there, you know. And then you target what? Day's low, because the day is choppy, you don't want to target for, shoot for more. So day's low or probably Globex low, you know, that's all you can target, and that's it. That was your trade. NQ also, you know, below 649 there were trades, 660, you know, below those levels there were shorts. And if the price goes down, there were longs also around 627, 630, you know, back and forth. So I traded NQ, you know, not ES, but those are the trades. Now what? Now tomorrow nothing, you know. Buyers are still there because the way they defended this area, right? NQ buyers are still there above because it's staying above 603, right? 603, 609 area. So buyers are still there. It has to go below it and below 580, 560, all those areas, you know. Then we can say some sellers are there. But again, we have to wait for now overnight to see what's going on, you know. So now I cover ES today first. NQ about this important, buyers spent a lot of time around this thing, so this area is important, right? Above 609 buyers, and then pretty much NQ just, you know, shoot higher of the open, but then other markets were weak of the open, right? So they were completely out of sync. So that was another reason I stayed out of equities today, you know. I did not trade it because they were all completely out of sync. But NQ was buyers, right? As I said, above 609 buyers. It is up to you whether you want to go aggressive long or not, right? So I choose not to trade at all anyway. So, and then this thing never happened, right, today. So these areas are important now. Actually in the pre-market 586 I went long actually in the morning itself, you know. I gave this notes earlier at 5:30, so you can trade this area. So I traded this long in the morning, pre-market. I took this long also in the pre-market, you know. So I gave you all these notes early enough at 5:30 when this thing was happening from this level. So I traded this long as well as in the morning. Later in the day, when market opens, I only watched ES and NQ later on. I did not even looked at Russell at all because I was busy with natural gas, crude and gold, you know. Throughout the day today I traded natural gas and crude back and forth. And gold also, you know, I did traded gold also. So gold was 1811, right? That was the price. And then I think 1814 there was a drop. So price went higher and then came straight down to the morning low. So I bought at 1814 and I built out at 1818 or so, you know. So that's the gold trade I did.
Gas size.
It's a real-time level. See, gold is a gold because it bounces randomly sometimes from not the exact level, you know, but you have to monitor it in real time. Crude is a game of 66, right? So crude is up and down in the morning, right? Where is crude? So crude did what? 67 areas, right? So crude came down from this area. Basically it tried to defend it this area but couldn't hold it, and then we had a move, down move right from this area 68, 64 actually to the dot, and then it went down, right? So above favor longs, below that area you can choose to favor shorts, right? But only reactionary till next level. So if you let's say shorted at 60, 66, you can target this or pretty much maybe this, you know, and then you have to look for a long opportunity because crude overall buyers are still there in that market, you know, so they can buy from any point. So the more price goes down, more those buyers will step in because crude always moves back and forth, right? So I started going long from 67.25, 67.30, those areas, you know, and then I built out at 67.80, level to level trading, you know, here, and that's it. And then I did couple of shorts and then long, you know, all these things. So that be all for today. Now September month, you will expect this choppiness to be continued, you know. So choppy days, down days, you know, those are the things will continue to happen in September. It's going to be a nightmare for day traders September month. I have experience, you know, I've been watching this market for almost 15 years now. So every September this is the issue, you know, so you have to deal with it. But not to trade, you know, when you see something off, don't trade, you know, just sit aside, and then when there is a movement you trade, you know. That be all for today. I'll see you tomorrow.